cooing and babbling. The earliest use of speech-like sounds has been described as cooing. So the sound that a child produces are known as cooing. So it's a sequence of vowel-like sounds, particularly the high vowel, the front high vowel, and the back high vowel, e or oo, right? The next, cooing and or gooing. By 4 months, a child has improved a little and bring the back of his tongue into regular contact with the back of the palate, that is velum. So now the child is able to use k sound, a consonant sound, and g sound, a consonant sound. So by 4 months, the child is able to produce these two consonants, k and g, because now the child can raise the tongue to the velum. Speech perception studies have shown that by the time they are 5 months old, babies can already hear the difference between the vowel e and a. These are both front sound, right? Close and open, and discriminate between syllable like b and g. So the child is now on his way to learning a language, so that he can use a sequence and can differentiate between these two sounds. Babbling. Between 6 and 8 months, the child is sitting up. Now the child can sit up and producing a number of different vowels and consonants, as well as combinations such as b, 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 right, and g, g, g. So these are very common sounds uttered by the babies, and people around the babies know these sounds. So they are in fact a start for the talking process. The later babbling stage, around 9 to 10 months, there are recognizable intonation patterns to the consonant and vowel combination being produced, as well as variation in the combinations such as b, b and da, da. So at the age of 9 and 10 months, they have started to use patterns which are both consonant and vowel, right? So, and they also have started recognizing, we can using intonation when they are talking with the elders or the people around them. Nasal sounds, so common in certain syllable sequences such as m, m, m and d, 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 inevitably interpreted by parents as version of mama and dada, daddy. So that at this stage the child has used the nasal sound, right? So b, b and d, d and mama. So the child is in fact using words in a way, but in the very simplest form. This pre-language use of sound provides the child with some experience of the social role of speech, because adults tend to react to the babbling. Because when the child utters these sounds, the people or the adult around the child react to these sounds and try to interpret these sounds as mother or mama or as daddy, right? However, incoherent, as if it is actually the child's contribution to social interaction. Though these sounds are incoherent, but even then they are taken as a contribution of the child to the social interaction. It means that the child has started to interact with other people. Development stages as approximate and subject to variation in individual children, such as by 6 months. So when we talk about the developmental stages, that certain thing takes place at 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 9, 10 months, or so on, we are actually giving an approximation, right? There can be some early or some later stages of development in different childs, So they varies from child to child. So by 6 months, we mean that near about 6 months, a little earlier or little later, the child starts a thing. Or by the stage of 2, when we say by the stage of 2, so little earlier from being 2 years old or after being 2 years old, the child starts a certain thing. So these stages do take place despite the differences, social differences, or geographical differences among all children of the world. But the start of a stage may take place a little earlier or little later. So these are different stages of a human child while his way or her way to learning a language.